Making kits in Arena Breakout can feel like gambling. I have been collecting data to prove what actually increases your odds at extracting. From my own battle record and raids, and also by stalking my friends list and their battle records, I found out a lot of interesting information. I don't want to show you gameplay, I want to show you statistics, odds, and how you can increase your chances. So by doing this, I'm going to be tracking every game I play. And to make this a fair test, we're going to be doing it on my most comfortable map and the most active in PvP, TV Station. First, we will track my extraction rates for each armor tier, and each kit for each tier looks exactly like this. This is what I would create if I was creating a tier 4 budget kit, using an AUG, of course. And for our tier 5 kit, we're going to be using an AK-12, and our tier 6 kit using the U191, with basically the most tier 6'd out we could possibly go. I have also had some hidden modifiers to see what it would be like if we top load guns in tier 5, tier 4, tier 6, and how our extraction rate looks if we use more utility versus using less utility, and all of the in between. And finally, this is a short one, but here are my results. Using tier 4, I have a 40% chance of extracting if I use top loaded tier 4/5 ammo with the AUG. If I use tier 5 and top load, I have a 80% chance of extracting, which is insane. And if I use tier 6, I have a 30% chance of actually extracting. Now, if I don't top load and I use tier 4, I actually have a 20% chance of extracting on TV Station. And if I don't top load tier 5, I have a 45% chance of extracting on TV Station. But we didn't bother trying to top load for a forbidden because it's forbidden. The tier 5 runs were in lockdown, and tier 4 runs were in lockdown as well. I've been playing with a lot of new players recently, and I noticed they never ever top load. And since I've been top loading in my tier 4, tier 5 games, my extraction rate goes up. I'm able to destroy more, and if I use better armor, I'm able to survive more. I believe it's very self-explanatory and it makes sense logically, but it's a shame that a lot of players don't actually do this and realize how much more likely they are to extract. If you used to be like me, I used to just hop in a raid with my tier 4 ammo and not bother top loading, and I would get into fights, try and shoot them, and they would just eat bullets and destroy me. As soon as I switched it around to tier 5 bullets with an AK-12, I suddenly started extracting in every raid. It was like, yeah, it was beautiful. Now, of course, this is my own data from what I usually play, and it's very up and down. But if we look at what my friends have done and their battle records, and me tracking their kits and how likely they are to extract when they're using certain kits on lockdown, forbidden and stuff, this is what I actually found out. My friends who use the tier 4 kit, they extract about 45% of the time. My friends who use a tier 5 kit extract about 75 to 90% of the time, similar to what I got. And my friends who use tier 6 kits extract about 40 to 50% of the time. I also tracked what a new player's extraction record was, as I have 2 players on my friends list currently who have just picked up the game, or they're not even max level yet, so they're new to the game and also new to extraction shooter experience. And extraction rates for tier 4 was about 20%, and extraction rates for tier 5 was about 40 to 30%, which is higher than, tier 4. But I think that becomes with game knowledge and game sense and all those things that they have to learn along the way. But more or less, that's everything that I found out from tracking games, tracking kits, and what actually gets you to extraction. I haven't put a lot on here about Forbidden, mainly because I don't really play Forbidden. So for me, this sort of statistic isn't as useful as the lockdown statistics for me, and maybe for a lot of other people who play similar to me, quite aggressive play. But I hope this highlights how important it is to actually top load your guns, and the more you do it, the more likely you are to actually extract.